When you look at these guys, this is going to be the larynx at your throat. Okay, so we'll way up your hyoid bone. If you get strangled, don't get strangled, but if you do, this bone breaks. Hyoid. So now you know what that's at. This is thyroid cartilage. Thyroid cartilage is the reason that we see an Adam's apple in males, but it's more prominent in males. It is made of hyaline cartilage, but it is thyroid cartilage. This cartilage right here is going to be the cricoid cartilage. Cricoid cartilage. So thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, and all of these are C rings. You can feel your C rings right here. So these are all C rings. Notice that in the back, the C ends. It just looks, they are indeed C rings. There is no cartilage here. Now on the back, then what you have are these two cartilages as well that we have to recognize. And when I talk about these, we look at the arytenoid cartilage, that's the bottom. And if you get really close to this, you'll see it looks like the top of a fingernail. Okay? And the very top is going to be called corniculate cartilage. There is a line that you can see separate. So arytenoid with an A, looks like an A. Can you see the A shape? Arytenoid cartilage. And the very top is corniculate. I tell students, too, in the past, that these two up top look like the end of a candy corn. You know how candy corn have that white line at the very end? It's corniculate cartilage. So you remember that. Okay, so one more time. Thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage, C rings, arytenoid cartilage, and now corniculate cartilage. If I open this guy up, this little flap is the epiglottis. Epiglottis comes down, blocks the trachea so the food goes in the back to esophagus. Then you have these two little swayed, they're little swayed flaps in there. Those are your vocal folds. And the slit is the glottis, the space entering into the trachea. And that's all you have to know on this model. Pretty simple, right? Good? One down. Say who? Glottis, the space.
Great.
The same thing can be shown on this model. Okay? Same thing. Do I have to go over that again? Are we good?
Did you do the height?
Hyoid bone, yeah, it's the bone at the top, the strangle bone. Yeah.
You don't want to Law and Order side because it's always
So this model is the big lung model, and to me, I could still ask you the same things. I could still ask you thyroid cartilage, I can still ask you cricoid cartilage, C rings, whatever I need to do. When you take a look at these lungs, don't forget this is going to be right lung, this is going to be left. I look at fissures here, and when you talk about the fissures, they're the slits in this cartilage, or I'm sorry, in this lung tissue itself. This is horizontal fissure, and this is oblique fissure, and this is oblique fissure. Now I'm also going to have you label the lobes: superior lobe, middle lobe, inferior lobe on the right side. On the left side, superior lobe, inferior lobe. Okay? From there, what we're going to do is, let me just do this. From the outside, I could say, name the lobe, middle lobe of the right lung. And I may say, how many secondary bronchi does the right side have? You're going to answer?
3.
3. Because remember, secondary bronchi go to each lobe. So on the right side, I have 3 lobes. On the left side, I have 2. Why do I only have 2 on the left side? It's a little bit smaller because of the right. See how the heart sits a little bit to the right side. Then what I'm going to have are going to be the breakdown of the bronchi inside of here. And when you talk about the bronchi, this is going to be the trachea, which you barely see. Trachea comes down. And right here, the splitting point is carina, C-A-R-I-N-A. That's where the cough reflex is given. From there, I have 2 extensions. Those are primary bronchi. Primary bronchi on the right side, primary bronchi on the left. Then I have secondary bronchi, which are shown going to each lobe. I should have 2 over here on the left side. And then all these other extensions that you see are tertiary bronchi. Remember I said that's the end that you can see on a model. This muscle right here is diaphragm, which you can see all this muscle is diaphragm, giving rise then to the ability for you to inspire air. Okay, so that's all you need to know there.
Did you say
Simple.
the branch was in the middle of the trachea, the branch? What?
This guy? It might be down here at the bottom. It should be on there though. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this because I'm going to show you 3 things on this model. Oh wait, I guess I can do this also too. Yeah, that's okay. I can show it to you. Okay, so the rest of this model, lots of things happening here. This is your sagittal head. When we take a look at this on the practical, I will label them with tape. So I will mark the tape here and I'll say, name the pharynx. This is the nasopharynx. Name the pharynx oropharynx. Name the pharynx laryngopharynx. Okay, so it's nasopharynx, oropharynx, laryngopharynx. All 3 of those.
coming down. This is trachea, this is esophagus. Okay, so hopefully you're kind of wrapping your mind around all of that. Then I have the pharyngeal tonsil back here. It's the very top, the pharyngeal tonsil. This is going to be the lingual tonsil underneath the tongue, right? And then I have these three guys here are the concha, superior concha, middle concha, and inferior nasal concha. So all three of those are going to be responsible as well. Other things we'll do for digestion while I'm here, I'll go ahead and tell you. This is the tongue, okay? Hard palate, soft palate, uvula, lips, teeth, those should all be pretty obvious to you. This little blue thing is the epiglottis, and of course glottis is the slit, trachea, esophagus. So all of that should be pretty simple for you there. Okay?
I think we're gonna see you fill that back in there.
What's that? Uvula?